and Sai Ram to all the students. Welcome back in your social science class. So student, in our social science class, we are going to continue one of the chapter of our geography NCERT book. And the chapter name is chapter 7, Human Environment, Settlement, Transport and Communication. As we had already discussed about the settlement, what is settlement, and this we have already discussed that settlements are the places where people build their homes. Early human beings lived on trees and in caves. When they started to grow crops, it became necessary to have a permanent home. The settlements grew near the river valleys as water was available and land was fertile. With the development of trade, commerce, and manufacturing, human settlements became larger. So, this we had already covered in our previous session. Now, today, part 2 of our chapter number 7. So, in this part, we are going to study types of settlements. The urban and the rural settlements. Everybody knows the meaning of urban and rural. Rural means the village area, and urban means you can understand like a city area, city culture. The villages are the rural settlement where people are engaged in activities like agriculture, fishing, forestry, craft work and trading. Okay, so we can say what are villages? Villages are the rural settlement where people are engaged. Engagement, their main occupation, work in activities like agriculture, fishing, forestry, craft work and trading. Rural settlements can be compact and scattered. Compact means you can say congested. Scattered means you can say it is distributed widely. A compact settlement is closely built area of dwellings wherever flat land is available. Okay, a compact settlement is closely built. As I told you, compact means congested, combined, or you can say stuck with each other. So, a compact settlement is closely built area of dwelling wherever flat land is available. In a scattered settlement, dwellings are spaced over an extended area. Okay, in a scattered settlement, dwellings are spaced over an expanded area. This type of settlement is mostly found in hilly tracts, thick forests and the regions of extreme climate. Here extreme means either too hot or too cold. So, as I told you, there are two types of settlement, scattered and compact. So, here we have a diagram. This diagram I have taken from your NCERT geography book. So, if you have book right now, you can see these two pictures. So, here we have two pictures, compact settlement and scattered. Now, compact, you can see everything is so compact, congested, tightly, you can say tightly packed with each other, and scattered, you can say there are lot of space and land is not flat. So, compact settlement and scattered settlement. Now, we have one more topic. In rural area, people build houses to suit their environment. Okay, everybody knows that people used to build their houses according to the environment in which they lived. In regions of heavy rainfall, they have slanting roof, places where water accumulates in the rainy season. The houses are constructed on the raised platform for slits. So, if you see you in hilly areas, the you can say the what we can say, the roof or the terrace are not flat, they are slightly tilt. So, this is a reason behind, because in hilly area weather is not dry or hot. They are they are facing snowfalls every year, so their houses also show in which environment they lived. Thick mud walled houses with thatched roof are very common in the area of hot climate. Local material like stone, mud, clay are used to construct houses. So now we know that people build houses to suit their environment. So as if they live in hot environment, so their houses are different, and if they live in cold environment, so their houses are totally, the construction of their houses are completely different. Now the towns are small and the cities are larger urban settlement. In urban area, the people are engaged in manufacturing, trading and services. So everybody knows about the urban culture. We also live in urban culture. Our parents, our grandparents were engaged in different kind of work. They were not engaged in agriculture, craft work or pottery, because we are in urban culture, we live in urban culture. So basically our parents, our brothers are engaged in manufacturing, trading and services work. So this is a difference between urban life and the rural life. The rural life is completely different from the urban life. Similarly, because the life is completely different, the environment is completely different, so the construction of their houses are also depend on their livelihood. So today in this part 2 we have finished our second topic, types of settlement. So this chapter is all about settlement, transport and communication. So today we have finished our first part of this chapter, that was settlement. I hope you all understand the meaning of settlement. What is the meaning of settlements? Settlements are places where people build their homes, are the settlements. So we have two type of settlement, compact settlement and scattered settlement. Compact settlement, we usually is a closely built area, and we can say scattered settlement is are spaced over an extended area. So with this picture you can easily understand what is the difference between the compact settlement and the scattered settlement. And these settlements are very important because these settlements are basically based on the environment. If you live in the hilly area, there you can see scattered settlement, but if you live in the plain area, there you can see the compact settlement. So now what you have to think, whether you live in compact settlement or scattered settlement. Maybe the student, those who belongs to hilly area, they may think that they live in a scattered settlement, and the student, those who belong to we can say plain area, city area, maybe they think that we live in a compact settlement. So now you have to think over this question, that in which type of settlement do you live, either compact settlement or the scattered settlement. Now the definition of both settlements are clear. So this is all about the settlement, as this was our first topic of the human environment. And everybody knows settlements are the place where people live, where people wants to build or construct their houses, where people wants to do some work. These are known as the settlements. As this is the very important points of a settlement, because every settlement needs some connectivity. If there is no connectivity between roads, water, so it's very difficult to communicate with the other, because our next point is, or we can say our next topic is transport. So for transport also we need good road system or connectivity, either through road or through water. So every settlement grew near the river valley as water was available and land was fertile. First, water is a good source of agriculture, and second, water is also a good source of transportation. As our second topic of this chapter is transportation, which we are going to understand in our next session. So student, what you have to do, you have to read this chapter, read again and again, uh, yourself. Just you have to find out small definition, like you can also underline compact settlement, you can underline scatter settlement, and read the chapter again and again. Okay student, so in our next session we are going to learn the next topic of this chapter. Meanwhile, what you have to do, you have to read this chapter thoroughly. Sairam student, have a good day.